Show on the road and boop, we are live. All right, killer. Oh, okay. Hello, everyone that's watching. We are recording this very late. We are all very tired. First and foremost, happy 100 subscribers! Just in time for Christmas, or whatever this episode goes out.
Happy winter solstice!
Yes, winter solstice, 100 subscribers, 64,000 views. Some great big milestones.
Nuts.
We're super happy about that. Nuts?
Just like crazy. Maybe not like, you know.
I thought you were. I was like, because we're 5,000 away from nice.
That's true. That is very true. When we hit 69,000, that should be a special celebration event in and of itself. That's going to be kind of harder to plan. But yeah, it feels so crazy. It's almost been a year that we've been doing this. That's wild to me. The amount of quality.
Crazy.
Like, I was talking with Jake from the actual story, and he was like, I like to watch the first 3 episodes and the last 3 episodes. I was like, my good sir, you will have never seen a larger jump in quality than our first 3 to our most recent 3.
All of us just standing there like,
man. All of us just like,
It's not even that. It's like our role play has gotten better. Our battles, like everything's just like, I don't know. We've all improved. Camera qualities and shit like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, obvious tech upgrades. Obviously tech upgrades. Yeah.
It's not sponsored, but we should be.
Not sponsored, but buy PCs, just generally.
Buy PCs.
Just
Thank you PCs for being made.
There are so many manufacturers like, I'm gonna get sponsored by PCs as a concept. It's like,
yeah.
Oh god.
Precisely.
Yeah. Is there anything else we want to go over before we hop right in? I know we have a limited time.
Also, it says rulebook optional Alator soap opera D&D. Yeah, on
Let me update that. I just updated it.
There we go.
Okay, killer. Thanks so much. I updated on the little
hey, where'd you go?
OBS
He
thing.
dropped a D6, but I didn't want to. I'm
Where are you going?
I'm just trying to pick it up with my feet. I don't have the core strength. I can't do it.
Out.
You can do it.
Oh my god.
I got it, but not with my feet.
Oh, damn it.
We're not monetized yet.
Eat your heart out 127 hours. That was the hardest thing a human being ever had to do.
Oh, goodness gracious.
We're not monetized yet, so what, you can show your feet? Wait, what?
I don't know.
OnlyFans sponsor us. Then we'll show our feet.
Sponsored by OnlyFans. No,
Hell
fuck
yeah.
it. Let's shoot for the moon. Let's get sponsored by feet. The concept of feet.
Concept.
Wiki sponsor us.
Wiki feet.
Wiki feet.
You know they have a rating system on Wiki feet?
Yes.
Yeah.
It goes
Is
by
that not their whole system? What it's for?
I thought it was like, here are all the databases of feet, you know.
No, it's like, here's this person's foot, 10 out of 10, or whatever. I don't know how they grade.
You think it's like the dog reviews on TikTok where it's like 11 out of 10, 10,000 out of 10, 50 out of 10. They're all perfect.
Yes.
Look, hey, anybody that's watching this right now, if you have feet, they're beautiful. That's I guess. I don't know. Should I say that online? I'm not sure if that's something I should say.
The internet lives forever.
That's
You
true.
said if you have feet.
Let's be honest. We've definitely said worse things on this stream than your
That's
feet are
probably
beautiful.
true.
You said worse things on this.
What?
You've said... never mind.
Okay, got it.
Let the internet forget.
Okay, they never will. Okay, but with all that, anything else before we hop in? Anything else?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
No matter what whatever you practice with, a happy holiday. You'll be family.
Why did you like almost sound like Borat when you said that?
I'm spoiling my new
Mawat.
accents. Main villain of Alator, accent spoiled. It's
This
Borat.
my house. Anthony, please.
My wife.
Oh,
All right.
gosh.
Oh,
The
okay.
BBGs are just Borat and, what was it, Austin Powers on 5 packs a day.
I'm gonna put my foot down, and I'm going to say that I love how Chef sounds, and I will die on that hill.
Sounds good.
No one said he sounded bad.
That is true. It is Austin Powers,
Sometimes
baby.
it's just kind of Austin Powersy.
Yeah.
That is true. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But speaking about Austin Powers and feet, it's time for us to hop into Palm of the Fist. That sound good?
That's gonna be the sequel campaign, Palm of the Fist, Powers
Austin Feet, damn it. Fuck.
Austin Feet.
Austin Pete. Lost in feet.
That's
Spelled L Austin.
It's like another aisle that looks like a foot.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Lost in Pete.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so guys, we gotta play D&D. We're
Coward
all,
in the shins.
We're all
Coward in the shins.
Coward in the shins, indeed. Okay, so do I want to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Woo.
Yes, and yes. Okay, then how about a deep and cleansing breath, and we can hop right back in and get you guys a sailing. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, then please
Come
join.
sail away.
Come sail
Come
away.
sail away.
And please join me when you're breathing. Okay, please join me.
What? We'll send it later. We'll send it later.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. Okay, everybody, we don't have the time. We do not have the time to.
We'll send it later.
Okay, everybody.
Drew, breathe.
Okay, everybody, please. Okay, everybody, please join me. Okay. And
Why was that so threatening?
I was pointing at Drew and anyone who wasn't breathing, I guess.
If you're at home right now, you better be breathing. You better be breathing deeply. And everything after you begin breathing is canon. So if you don't start breathing at home, none of this is canon. We're just going to redo the entire episode. Okay, so.
We just have a kid pass out and his mom comments like, how dare you encourage these dangerous
Oh my
things?"
god, guys, our first lawsuit. We're hitting so many milestones.
Our first class action.
Get the hell out of my office.
Baby's first apology video.
Could you imagine we do an apology video?
Subpoena.
Get the hell out of my office.
Could you imagine an apology video where we do it in the frames?
Wait, everybody, put on your best YouTube apology face.
I'm just gonna start Darby's laughing the way to the bank. Darby don't give a fuck. I'd do it again too. Okay.
Yeah, I did it. I'd do it again.
Oh, okay. So, we're going to cut ahead by a few hours after the conversation with Quara and Jordan. And I just want to recap what you guys decided upon before we hop in. Otto, Doug, Dura, and Cade within the Old Guard are sailing off to Tangleroot to scout, correct? Mm-hmm. And the Duke and Rahi are sailing for the Molar Isles to scout, and then after scouting, we'll meet you guys at Balar Fortress, linking up there. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That sound good? Okay, absolutely perfect. Now, without any further delays, the Cat 5, the Cornucopia, and the Old Guard, they're going to begin to sail away from all of you to begin these journeys. So I'm going to ask everybody, and you guys are going to get like one each basically, are there any final goodbyes people want to say, like shouting across the ships, like one sentence kind of stuff before people sail off? Anything people want to do?
Can Doug heal my shoulder so it's not
He did.
bad
Oh, he did. He did
anymore?
last session. Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the main roleplay that we did last session.
No, I thought it was just Mud talking to him and be like, "You
No,
can
he
do
was
that."
healing while he was
Healing during,
talking.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Oh,
It was a heal and talk.
No problem. You fully were like, "Can you help me?" And he was just like, "Yeah," and just walks away.
No.
I gotta do a vibe
Mud
check
is
first.
so focused on the social interaction that he gets back after and
Yes.
sees his shoulder and he's like, oh shit.
Why did he do that?
Mud was just focusing on don't be weird, don't be weird, don't be weird.
But yeah, so any final
My
goodbyes
shoulder.
before people sail away?
On one side, I'll wave to the cornucopia, to the Duke, and then I'm gonna sprint across the deck, and then I'm gonna wave to Rahi and blow a kiss towards her.
Okay, the Duke immediately hits you with the hat flourish, and you're able to hear, "Capitan, we shall see you soon!" And then the ship sails away. That's the sound the ships make. And you run over to give blow a kiss to Rahi. I'm gonna need to persuade. I'm gonna say whatever
Can I
check
give
is
her the
appropriate
help?
with
Can I help
disadvantage
her?
because you're blowing a kiss to her.
Can I help her? Can I help her?
Yes, I'll allow you to
Ow.
help her. Yes.
You're gonna also blow a kiss with me. It's gonna be me and Mud.
No. I'm just gonna like behind you, give you like a good thumbs up to Ryan and be like, "You're not angry. You just sound like it."
Mud, give me a persuasion check, just really fast.
So it's a persuasion check dependent on.
Yes,
Well, I
100%.
roll?
Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Somehow gonna give her double disadvantage.
Yeah.
Quadruple
Was that a
disadvantage.
nat one?
Oh,
There they go. There they go.
Good.
That was a
Yeah.
nat one.
Oh.
Okay.
Quadruple disadvantage her.
I flip my coin. I flip my coin.
gonna flip your coin. The first roll of the game. You
can't even get yourself up.
Back. That's a 5.
That's a 5? Excellent. Her, disadvantage, please.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
What was I rolling?
Whatever you think would be appropriate to blow a kiss at your ex-wife.
When you put it like
Persuasion?
that.
Okay, sure.
A 15.
A 15? Okay, excellent. Pray for a nat 20. So Mud, Rahi looks over to you, and again, you and Rahi are pretty good friends. And the first
I also
thing,
waved before I blew the kiss.
you did,
so.
you did. You immediately see in Rahi's face, as you yell that over to her, that you are airing this thing, which is very private to her, and just shouting it to not only her entire crew, but also the entirety of the ramshackle. And immediately you just see Rahi's face does not shift at all from her usual scowl, but you can see that has not impacted your relationship, but that has perturbed her. And then,
Rahi will remember this.
and then immediately you followed up with a, look at me! Mwah. And Rahi immediately just goes, and just wordlessly turns around, takes the helm, and the Cat 5 begins shooting away into the ocean.
I think I lost a friend there. Oops.
I was just sitting there like, I think it went well.
Rahi disapproves.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're
Oh,
gonna meet us at
I'm
Balar
such a
Fortress after this.
If I had control, I would quit and then restart from the nearest save and pick the other dialogue option.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's
I'm
her
a
and
save
Mud.
scummer.
So Cowrie, anybody to say goodbye to?
Cowrie is just going to, God, what's their ship called?
The Old Guard?
The Old Guard going to shout to Otto, "Don't die, old man!"
Otto immediately just shouts back to you very fast. He's like waving Doug and Dura and Doug and Dura and Cade all kind of like wave to all of you as well as Otto goes, I wouldn't dream of it, Cowrie. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Stay safe out there. And begins to sail off. All good there?
Yes.
Okay. And after maybe about a half an hour, 45 minutes, these ships full of your friends, all sailing in differing directions, become nothing more than blips on the horizon. As only the Riptide sailing alongside you, you all begin your journey to the Grip Isle, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, killer. Besides the Riptide kind of orbiting around you guys, kind of sailing, they can sail incredibly quickly, like the sea itself is pushing them along, but largely it is just you guys isolated in the ocean besides them. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get to some explaining about how we're going to do travel in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely perfect. So, I calculated out all the distances as to how long it would take you guys to get from like outside of the bracelet over to the Grip Isle. And usually it'd be 4 days of sailing. However, given you guys have demonstrated your mastery of the ramshackle during your escape, and because you have a ship that literally controls the ocean alongside you, we're going to knock that down to 3 days. Sound good?
Whoa.
Okay, perfect. Now, first things first, so again, we're not going to have 3 full sessions going over this. There's a quick little travel montage. First question, and I think I know the answer, food. We've joked about that a couple times, but food is a concern because right now, what the small rations you do have are being fed to the murder machine that's about 10 feet below you.
We go fishing. We can go fishing every
I have
day.
Goodberry.
Okay.
I can take care of food and drink. I have
Fishing and
Goodberry.
Goodberry. Okay.
Goodberry, up
Do
to
we
10
have a way
berries
to-
appear in your hand. Creature can action eat 1 berry. It restores a hit point and provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
That is
wow.
very useful. And I'm going to say that, Mud, as you're kind of like rooting around inside the ramshackle during one of these days, you're actually able to find an old, like, it's below deck, so it's a little bit strange to you. There's a vineyard that has since, like, withered and died off. Like, not a vineyard, but like a small little trellis of, like, vines that were supposed to bear fruit and vegetable. Give me a quick nature check.
Ooh. 21.
21.
What I want.
Given this trellis full of vegetation has no access to sunlight or fresh air, you would have to imagine that a druid before you created this little underground garden. And perhaps with what you're able to do, maybe you can bring life back to it. Arthur reference, by the way, if anybody was confused.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, but Kate as Arthur made a little garden beneath the deck that he was going to use to make food for you guys, and then he didn't come back. So.
Oh.
And so, Moss, because it's a super cool idea for Mud to provide Goodberry. If you just want to sacrifice, besides Long Rest, if you sacrifice one spell slot for the remainder of your travels, we will say that everybody can be well fed and suffer no exhaustion. Make sense?
Deal.
However, in addition to that,
Mud will also
work
on the garden. He'll try and do his best with the garden.
Perfect, no problem. Mud, kind of taking that time for yourself in the garden below. Kate and Darby.
Shit all about ships.
Yeah, exactly. Olive and Cowrie, all about fishing, correct?
Yeah. For those that Goodberry doesn't get, and also for the murder machine below deck.
Okay.
What's the murder machine?
Shisuva.
Which we renamed to Tempest.
Temperance.
Temperance, yes.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, fishing.
Fishing indeed. Line fish. So I can imagine for Cowrie's just gonna fling themselves off of the ship to go get fish.
Oh yes, going full seal, just having a real good time, doing jumps, doing flips.
Speaking of reels, Olive, are you fishing or are you getting in the water as well?
Oh my gosh,
No.
it's a date. It's a date. You guys go fishing together. It's a date.
No, I'm also going in the water, but like I imagine we have like a fisherman's net on board.
I will say you certainly do have that in terms of your supplies.
Yeah, going underwater with that and just like going back and forth like whoop.
Sorry.
What's up?
Oh, I was gonna say if you're gonna make them do checks, then I'll try to help control some of. Do I have a way to control the water? I'll look.
Yeah, go ahead and look that up for me. And actually, because you guys have already demonstrated that you guys can function as a pair.
Wait, Carrie, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say that. Sorry, if that once I see that Olive is in the water too with the net, I kind of want to try and like spook schools of fish and like scare them towards Olive and do a kind of like a pincer.
Darby.
Hurting.
Same brain.
Yeah,
I was about to say the exact same thing, where because you guys have demonstrated such mastery of like being an underwater pair back in the Aquastruct, if you guys would both like to roll, and I'll say you can roll, okay, not charisma checks. You can't like, actually,
I'm being scary. I'm intimidating.
that is true. I will say you both can make a check, both of you with advantage, to catch as many fish as possible. Sound good?
Yes, it does.
Any kind of check?
Yes, but I want you to explain to me why you chose that skill. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Cooey. Wahoo-wee. Thank God you gave me advantage. I rolled a 21 sleight of hand for maneuvering the net to like keep it open and time it right if and when schools of fish swim into it.
21? Okay.
I rolled a 20. What is that? Wait, I have to do math about it. 22 intimidation to just kind of be very scary and very sneaky and try and make it look like to the fish I am a scary predator hunting on my own.
You're a seal. You eat
I'm a
fish.
scary
That's
predator.
very scary.
You are a scary predator.
And I will say that I think the way that works, that being such a
Oh, so scary.
such a great combination of abilities, where Cowrie, I feel like you've played like you've done this dance many times before, and you've learned that a fish's a basic instinct, like a school of them, when faced with a predator, is to swim the exact opposite direction. And Olive, with that incredible sleight of hand check, I'll say that you're able to position yourself behind schools of fish. Cowrie approaches from the opposite end. They turn around and immediately fly into your net, not immediately recognizing you as a predator. Because you guys both beat 20s, both of you please roll a D10 with advantage for me.
Ooh. Where are my D10s? This one's silver, like fish. sixes.
2 10s.
2 10s. Excellent. In total, you guys, and just to be fair here, in total, you guys are able to catch 16 fish
Nice.
with this method. And by the way, for anybody that's watching this who talks about food mechanics, we're simplifying all of it. 1 fish equals 1 meal. You've caught 16 meals total.
Woo!
We're eating well.
Eating well, boys.
When you pull it up to the surface as a ritual, Mud will get it all in a 5-foot cube and cast, as a ritual, purify food and drink to clean the fish of any diseases or poison, so he can eat them raw if needed.
Nice.
What you guys can now make sushi if you want to. That's really cool.
Heck
I love
yeah.
that a lot.
Ritual, it takes him
Hell
10 minutes,
yeah.
but it doesn't cost a spell slot.
Okay, that's super cool. And actually, the way that I'm going to explain this right now, each one of you basically needs 1 meal a day to avoid levels of exhaustion. Goodberry already covers that. You now have 16 meals on board, so you can catalog that in the Ramshackle stats wherever it happens to be. I want to make a little thing for that. The Chainbreakers don't need to eat. Don't worry about them. You each require 1 meal a day. Coral needs 1 meal a day. And
How many meals does Temperance need?
Temperance
I
needs
give him
5
a good berry and
meals
he's
a day.
fine.
What,
I give him
Drew?
a good berry and he's fine.
No, save your good berry, my boy.
Temperance needs
I have 10,
5.
I have 10 of
Stop
them.
talking. Fucking Jesus Christ. Temperance needs 5 meals a day.
Okay.
I apologize, boss. I'm sorry if I came on strong there. That was just the conveyor belt was trying to get the words out and
Put
it
your
just
goddamn hand
wasn't
down.
working. Put your goddamn hand down.
You said 5 meals a day for puppy?
Yes, 5 meals a day for the dog.
Oh my god.
Gotcha. We are set, boy.
Okay. Killer.
We should have kept the cleric and got rid of the dog.
Yeah, we should have. But we didn't.
Can we go back and do it? Can we go back and do a trade?
Can we retcon? Can we retcon
No,
that
we're
part?
keeping the dog. It's too late.
Okay, so Shasuva can be satisfied just based off of the fish. Mud with the incredible Goodberry. Everybody can be satiated from that. So Temperance is not going to kill any of you for the remainder of this travel. That sound good?
See? He don't bite.
Perfect. Absolutely wonderful. So after food, can one of you please decide who's going to roll a d20 for weather to see how the weather is during your travels?
Her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very appropriate.
That feels good.
Weather girl.
An 11.
An 11. Okay. And this is going to apply to all. We're not going to roll for every single day. But as you are sailing around with an 11, it's cloudy with maybe a bit of rain here or there for an hour or two. Just basic summer showers. But although it is refreshing, it has no positive or negative impact on your travels. So perfect.
Oh, perfect.
Excellent there.
Nice.
And now for the fun stuff before we can hop over, and we've only been going for 20 minutes. We're blitzing through the sailing, by the way.
Ballroom blitz.
This is where it's going to take a little bit of time. We're now going to roll 1d12 for each day that you guys travel to decide what random encounter you guys stumble on for that day, as the world of the Paw in the Fist is one of chaos and one of opportunity. So, please decide who among you is going to roll for the first day.
Cowrie.
Yeah.
Whoa. Ah,
You.
let me find a D12. Let's roll this one. Gonna be good.
Okay, let's see what it is.
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5. Okay. Let me just see.
Dun, dun,
Lucky
dun, 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 dun,
number
dun,
5.
dun, dun.
After your first long rest, and as you guys continue to sail, again, now it is just empty sea besides the chain breakers orbiting around you like several nautical miles away. You guys are able to see a ship approaching you, sailing from east to west towards the bracelet, like towards the palm, okay? Mm-hmm. So as this ship is approaching you, you're able to see that it flies its top flag, and you're able to see basically a white Jolly Roger on a black flag, which signifies pirates, but that is actually a symbol that is welcome, as it is very uncommon for pirates to raid other pirates. So it's a symbol of friendliness as it approaches you.
Bless.
What do you guys do?
We don't have one of these things on our ship, do we? That says we're friendly?
Oh, you know what? Give me a quick luck check. I'm just gonna say the beat a 12.
Oh, I dropped my dice. It's okay.
It's okay.
16.
16? Yes, you do in fact have a Jolly Roger flag that you can hoist up as well.
Should we hoist up the flag, crew?
That would be wise, yes.
I don't know how pirates work.
Okay,
Sure.
Mud, grab the ropes that have the flag and pull.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, Mud's
I
like a
just meant,
fucking
more
machine.
So like, I know how this works. It's more so I don't understand. I was eating seaweed for 3 months, so it's fine.
It means we're friendly and they're friendly, so they won't try to kill us.
Okay. As the flag goes up, the ship continues to approach and is going to come up alongside you guys. Not in any. It doesn't seem like anything is any kind of like hostile, aggressive way. Just like looking to have a quick conversation before sailing on in the opposite direction of you. Make sense?
Yeah, I'll walk over to whatever side of our ship that they're approaching on to like meet them to like have this conversation.
Okay. So you approach. So immediately it is a galleon. It's easily twice the size of yours. And you're able to see this. You're able to see that he is he's a half orc. He's a half orc man, and you're able to notice that he has a big, bushy, brown beard. He has a completely shaved head. You're able to see that he has like metal armor on, like no traditional leathers. He seems like a border more than anything else. And he calls out to all of you and goes, "Hey, good day to all of you. May I say that you're going the wrong direction if you're in the interest of a payday?"
What kind of payday?
"I'm not sure. I received a letter from the arbor that apparently a ship called the Ramshackle is sailing away from the arbor as we speak. Now, they're probably still floating around the bracelet area, and if we can find them, well, it'll be gobs of gold for all of us."
You don't say. Well, thank you so much. What is your name?
"Oh, my name is Jiminy Tongue Twister."
Are you the captain of this vessel?
"I certainly am. Everyone, please give me a history check."
Tongue Twister, you said his name was?
Yes.
Do I make this with advantage or just straight up?
Just everybody here can give me just a history check.
Okay.
16.
Yes.
Yes.
I gotta make a quick luck check. Wow, you're lucky.
21.
21?
21.
6. That actually is appropriate, Mud.
Yes.
What did everybody else get?
Mud, my boy. I got a 14.
14. 16. Mud, appropriate that you would not know this because you were not there when it happened. You all remember that when you fixed up the ramshackle, you have ramshackle painted on the side of the ship, identifying it. Everybody here give me an insight check as well.
Ah, shit.
No.
That's a 2.
15.
Another 21.
Another 21.
11.
11. And like immediately, Hurry, you remember that? Mud's like, Mud, you're like, what the fuck? Why is everybody getting kind of stressed? Olive and Cowrie, a sense of relief comes over you as you realize that this guy cannot read. As the
Let's go.
captain of the riddle, Jiminy Tongue Twister cannot read.
Well, Captain Tongue Twister, thank you so much for the notice. Very much appreciate it, and best of luck to you since it seems like you're sailing in that direction.
Well, if what I hear is correct, it shouldn't be that difficult. They sound like tinier people. Something like, even their name was strange. Coward in the shins, easy, they will run from you, and they're easy to kick. It's gonna be big payday coming up.
Well, then, best of fortunes to you, Captain Tongue Twister.
Right. And a good day to the rest of you. Sail well, and you're able to watch this. The riddle and Captain Jiminy Tongue Twister begins to sail away, having completely, given his ship being so much larger than yours, either just missed out on a very difficult combat encounter, or you guys having to murder Jiminy as the chainbreakers were also going around, and that might have been a massacre. So, who knows?
Not Jiminy.
Who knows? No.
Let me just, okay, checklist crew. We need to get something to cover that up.
Or we can paint over it.
Yeah.
We paint, what would we name it? Should we
Goodbye, Captain. Goodbye, Captain Tongue Twister. Our name is unpainted on the side of the ship. And there's a bounty after us.
Oh.
What should we call ourselves then?
Can I run downstairs?
Shamrock?
Can I run downstairs to see, like, a luck check if there's paint on board?
Give me a luck check, yeah.
We're a lucky bunch.
Yeah, we're so
12?
Well, you run downstairs. You run into the below deck. And no paint on board. However, you do see a below deck garden just covered in red berries.
Fuck.
No, it took me forever to get into this good. No, please.
Can I make an insight check on how well these red berries would cover it up anyways?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, an insight check on berries.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna stain it or not. Like, if it's actually gonna
We're also
stay
on
there.
the water.
I have all these red healing potions.
20.
No.
25.
powder, right? It's
I rolled a
powder.
25.
Oh, right.
It would do an excellent job at staining the side of the ship.
Oh.
But would it stay on? Because we're in the water?
It would stain the wood, absolutely. Here's the thing. You spill wine on a couch, you don't just put the cushion underwater to get rid of it.
You need seltzer.
I'll run back up to the crew.
I'll carbonate your seas.
I'll run back up to our crew and I'll say, bad news, there is no paint. However,
Oh man.
that wonderful garden Arthur started making actually has berries on it. Red berries, and we could stain the wood.
Perfect. And that would last us for now. And when we get to the Grip Isle, we can ask. I know a crew that can help fix up our ship, and they can also help with the name deal.
Well, maybe you can, like, do that fly thing you do sometimes, and then
yes.
go over and, like, just paint it. Or stain it, at least.
Of course.
I know
Yeah.
Mud was working on the garden. Is that... I
Oh.
want a yes or no from Mud before we take all the berries and slap them on the side of the ship.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. They'll grow back. Circle of life. It's fine.
We could do one side of the ship and then hope that the next time these ships come up, they go to the right side to save some berries.
Okay. It's okay.
Like a
It'll
50.
just- I'll just
Oh. Idea, maybe. I have this really old jar of maraschino cherries. Could that work?
Where did you get that from?
I got this from
The
well.
well, yes.
Calorie?
I mean, those keep forever, so.
But if you gave it to the bag man to give us some paint.
Oh, I don't know if would the bagman have paint? Does he just have random shit, or is it stuff that we've put in?
He has, well, from what you have seen, he has a lot more than what a bag of holding should be able to hold. So with the hoard that he has collected, it's possible that he has paint.
Does a jar of cherries trade to a can of paint?
Maybe, I don't know. I have some other stuff too. I open up the bag, and I go, "Hey, Bagman! Hey, buddy! Hi."
First time in a long time doing that. That feels nice.
Oh shit! I owe him. I throw a handful of coins in there. It's been a minute since I've said I've given him shit.
You're able to see that, like, just as you toss the handful of coins in there, you see like 6 different hands go and just all like plink them out and goes.
Yeah. So, buddy, if you happen to have something like paint in your stashes, what would you need in return if you were to maybe go a little tradesies on some paint?
Give me a quick God, what check would it be to communicate language to this creature? What do you think it would be, Darby?
What if it were performance?
You know, I would allow that if you would, because you've attuned to it. If you want to use Thulthaudatur's lute to try to like strum a frequency that maybe the bagman can understand, I will allow a performance check.
Well, the other thing is we literally gave the bagman a note that said bacon for gold, so he speaks common.
Yes, he does.
Understands it. I don't know if he haven't spoken it to us.
He can't speak, but he can.
Right, yeah.
Well, okay.
Understands
Well,
it.
yeah, well, that also was an insanely high check that I did have you guys make. So let's just say it's a performance check. Let's see how
Okay.
hard. Let's see how
Oh
high
yeah,
you
that
get.
was the crazy nat 20.
That was the nat 20.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
That was so good.
Bacon for gold.
Bacon for gold? Question mark. I put down the bag. I sort of look at the rest of the crew, and I very gently take out the auditor's loot. I go, I've tried it since everything went crazy, and I think I've gotten the hang of not blowing everything up. I'm gonna try. I
We
promise.
trust you.
Okay.
Mud
I'm
will
going
just
to-
grip onto the main mast and be like,
I'm
"You're
also
gonna do
gripping.
great.
I'm gripping onto mud as on the main mast.
You're gonna do great, bud."
I put a hand on Cowrie's
I
shoulder
trust
as
you
they go to
entirely.
perform.
I take a deep breath and focus the way I did up in the crow's nest. And I play like a very quick, kind of dinky little melody that I'm trying to convey art. I'm trying to convey color. I'm trying to convey paint.
Just let's stomp. Okay. Give me a performance check and beat a 20.
And I gave her guidance. I cast
Okay.
guidance.
Guidance. That's cool.
Thank you.
Nice. That's
I
nice.
love
That
guidance.
D4.
Let's
I give
go.
them that guidance.
I'm gonna flip my coin.
Okay. Okay. Flipping your coin.
I rolled bad.
Ben luck. I'll give you a D4.
Oh, 2 divorce.
Guidance a D4. Okay.
This is Ben luck, not guidance.
Oh, much better, much better, much better. Plus, okay, between the guidance and the D4, that's 31.
Yes.
Boom, tick, tick, boom, tick, tick.
You try to convey art to this creature, which seemingly it must understand if it has like some abstract understanding of like trades and value, things like that.
He's given me drawings before.
Exactly.
A
The bagman's hand extended out of the bag. As you begin strumming, conveying the idea of art, the hand slowly retracts back into the bag. You're able to kind of hear the bag, like just a clattering of an insane amount of stuff, like full hoarders.
Boy.
And then you're able to hear. Give me a quick. Hold on, wait. And then, Cowrie, I want you to give me a deck save with advantage.
Oh, love to see it. 25.
25. You listen into the bag, and then you hear the clattering stop, and you remember what happened the last time you got something from the bag man. You throw your head back as. You're able to see a half-opened paint can of purple paint shoots 15 feet into the air and begins hurtling down towards you guys.
I tried to catch it.
Give me a quick. I'm gonna say it's gonna be an acrobatics check to catch the paint can.
Can I
Guidance.
can I cast Mage Hand to help him out to
Coward, get advantage from that. That's perfect.
help
That's awesome.
cushion the fall?
Guidance. Oh. You said, what is this? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Yep.
Fine.
So much
I think you
math.
also did you roll for guidance?
Yes, I did.
A 15. That's absolutely perfect. You're able to. You're kind of like back forward him, and you catch it, and just like maybe like a little bit of a splash hits onto your shoulder, and you get splattered with a little bit of purple paint.
We've got purple.
Woo!
Now we just need a name.
Paintbrushes.
Thank you, Bagman.
Oh, yes, thank you.
You say thank you, and
Thank you.
and you're able to watch his hand go.
Give
Yeah.
him the cherries.
I give him a little driftwood carved charm.
Aw.
I've just been picking up the wood that's been floating by.
Do a quick
and making stuff.
there.
I'm not good with boats, so I've just been really doing crafts lately.
You are able to watch as the bagman grips onto that, and he goes, and you're able to hear, and you're able to watch it shoots back out of the bag, and the head has been gnawed off, and he has rejected your gift. All of you would understand this. The bagman, you guys have set the precedent. He now equates objects with food, and that is the trade.
Cherries. We gotta give him the cherries.
I give him the jar
Or a
of
good berry.
cherries.
Or a good berry.
Oh, can you put a good berry in the jar with the cherries?
Mud seems a little... Mud, please don't take that personal. It's an eldritch horror.
Please. It's fine. I close the jar with the cherries and the good berry, and I put it in the bagman's hand.
As you... and you are able to hear claps, and then like a... You're able to see all of the stems begin to be shot out like a machine gun.
They're all tied, too. He's got a crazy tongue.
Oh,
yeah, 20. They're all tied. They're all tied into little knots.
Fuck! How'd you do it so quick?
I throw him 2 more good berries and say, it's fine, we don't have to be friends.
And it seems like
I'm sorry, Mud, he's very food driven.
We made a big...
I get that. That's me.
We made a big trade a while ago. You were there. You were there when we gave him. Yes. So don't take it personally.
No, I'm already over it. It's fine. I get it. I'd rather have food than art. Definitely.
All right.
And then
it wasn't a very good charm, anyways. I would have gnawed the head off too.
And then Cowrie, you would understand this. So 3 days so 3 days of travel to get to the grip aisle. I would like you to mark off, so the maraschino cherries will count as 1. I want you to mark off 2 other items from your inventory to make sure the bagman doesn't do anything strange.
Hold up,
Okay.
I gave Cowrie like 60 something items during the the full moon festival.
You paid
I got a
laundry.
stash of underwear.
you made me you made me roll like a D100 or something.
Oh yeah,
I
you
give him. Yeah.
You
I
gave
give
him
him
a tube bra, like a
sure
tube
did.
shirt.
Yeah.
I give him 1 banana peel, and I give him a. What is it? I give him.
Do you want me to use the disguise self thing so I can?
Oh, it's okay.
another
No,
banana
I might
peel?
as well. I might as well start running down the stash of underwear. I give him it's like. Oh, I don't know if we've got like print patterns, but like a pair of like pattern boxers I throw in the bag too.
And they got hearts on them.
They've got hearts.
I love
Are they the Dukes?
Probably.
No. Wait. Hear me out. They are wolf print boxers where the wolf's nose is.
No, those are the Dukes.
Exactly that.
Exactly that.
I would love. We have turned this
God.
eldritch horror into a pure little meow meow so quickly, just immediately.
He's our scruffy wuffy.
Scruffy wuffy, indeed. I'm almost hoping that one of you forgets and that someone gets abducted just so we can see what the fuck he's been up to for the last month and a half.
Oh, he's building his man
decorating.
cave. Yeah, he's decorating.
Okay.
Cowrie,
Yeah.
sorry, Drew. I didn't.
Go ahead. You're all good.
Hey, Cowrie, can I try and make a deal with the bag man? I
Yeah,
have good
sure.
berries, so I'm gonna trade that with him. But I was gonna see if he had any oranges or orange seeds or lemon seeds. No, if he has grapefruit seeds, that's what I want.
Ooh. Yeah, definitely.
will.
I open up the bag and I sort of angle it towards you. I say, Bagman,
Yeah.
this is my friend Mud. We like Mud. Be nice.
I got 1, 2, 3. How many? Okay, so there's 4 of us plus Yasuva for good berries.
And him.
And Coral.
And him and Coral.
And you already gave the bagman 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm out of good berries. That's fine.
You're able to watch his
I
hand
can
go.
just cast.
He
I
retreats
cast
back
another
into
good berry. I cast good berry again and create 10, and then I druid craft a little a leaf of a grapefruit plant, and say fruit for this leaf's fruit. Please.
Okay. We're gonna do the same thing we did last time. To establish that trade, so it's been established, if gold goes into the bag, it can be retrieved with bacon. Things can be traded for food. Okay, we get that. For this specific trade, I want you to roll me 2d20 and hit a nat 20 to see if it works. We're gonna do the same rules as last time. You want to do direct 1-to-1? That's how it's gonna work.
I believe.
I believe.
Believe.
Oh.
Well, and I will say,
15.
I'll say you were able to try that once a day. I'll say that you can like be. He's like
again tomorrow.
You're like grapefruit, and he's like, and you're like grapefruit. Just come on, buddy.
You can do it.
Come on.
Again tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. So
Mud just kind of sits there and waits and goes, "It's okay.
Sorry.
I think we need citrus so we don't get scurvy, but also grapefruit is my favorite food, so."
We can buy grapefruit in the town, Mud. You don't have to trade with an eldritch being.
That's gonna be so nice, and then we won't get scurvy, and then our joints won't fall apart.
You said you didn't know anything about ships. How do you know what scurvy is?
Because I worked as a druid in a place where we made food for pirates, and they wanted citrus
Okay. I'm
all
sorry.
the
I'm
time.
sorry. You don't have to get into it. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
I'm
Oops.
sorry for bringing it up. You don't have to get into it.
Nutrition-wise, I know a lot.
if anybody would, it would be Mud.
We're not going to get scurvy from a 3-day trip, but I appreciate the concern.
Okay.
You guys arrive and they're just skeletons, just waiting. Damn,
We're literally dead.
Position and everything.
So, do we want to figure out a new name for the ship? Any ideas?
Probably nothing that has to do with cowrie or,
That's for the
rochi
best.
or...
Yeah, definitely not Rochi. Could we do something along the lines of like MRPHD or something like that?
That feels like asking for trouble.
Yeah. No.
We're gonna.
I just heard God smack his hand and fist together.
His palm and his fist.
What about the exterminator?
Ooh.
Because
What are...
well, it's not directly related to Roshi, but exterminators do take care of roaches, and
That's pretty good.
That's raw as hell.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
That's
it's what we've done so far, or what others have tried to do to us, but hasn't worked.
Hard to kill.
let's do it.
All
How
right.
about HTK, hard to kill? And then when people ask about it, we just smile.
We could
The
be
exterminator : HTK.
If you guys want to, because it was the SS Ramshackle. If you want to be the HTK Ramshackle, I'll allow that. That's really
Or
cool.
HTK exterminator.
HTK
exterminator. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, let's do that.
Did the bagman give us
What
brushes, or oh no, can my mage hand paint? Can I use my mage hand
That's
to paint?
super creative. I'll say your mage hand
Finger
can
paint?
paint. Yes.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Mud just wants to help. Mud just likes this idea.
Well, we're on the. It's painted on the outside of the ship, right? We're on the water.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No! I was going to
Painting.
cast fly on myself and not make this easier.
I tied a rope to myself. He's just hanging over the side.
All right.
I'm pulling the rope back on board. Mud, get back on the boat. Let's go.
Aww.
Oh God.
Here,
Okay.
Mud, hold you can hold the paint can while my mage hand writes.
Okay.
Olive is the best speller.
That's true.
That's so true. You're so smart.
It's bare minimum, but thank you.
You're the smartest person I've ever met.
That's not a high bar.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That just sounded like a backhanded insult, but okay.
Well,
No,
wait,
it's-
I'm sorry, I didn't. Oh, I
No,
didn't
it's not.
mean
It's
to.
just. I'm sorry if it came across that way. No, it's just a fact.
Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't. Oh man, I didn't mean to offend.
No, I've grown up with illiterate pirates. It's a common. It's honestly, it's more strange when someone can read versus when someone can't.
People were really surprised that I could count to 100. Phoebe was
so
super
high.
surprised that I could do that. I know it takes me a while. I could probably help you learn it if you wanted ever to try.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 3 days to kill. I'll like to try and
Okay.
do some more numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hard
The
cut.
blind leading the blind.
We hard cut, and Kara's got like a vein popping out of their forehead.
Mud stopped going to school at like 5th grade, so.
Okay, the HTK Exterminator will be your vessel's
The
new
the,
name.
the exterminator or exterminator?
Up to you.
HTK Exterminator.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that works.
yeah. No, the.
Is that
No,
it's
the.
hard to kill the Exterminator?
Because the
instead
pirates
of
are
hard
gonna
to kill
be,
Yeah.
pirates would be like HTKTHE. What the heck does that mean?
Hitika.
Hitika Tahi Exterminator. Okay. As you guys, I'll say that there's no check necessary. You guys can repaint and you can change that on the Google Doc. Rebrand your ship to be called the HTK Exterminator.
Woo woo.
That's actually was that off the dome? Did you just come up with that? Because that's raw as hell.
I thought about it before, briefly.
Hell
Very
yes.
good.
Thank you.
Okay, and I will say that will conclude our first day of sailing the seas.
Woo.
Wow, a lot done. Surprisingly, that I did not expect. Who's gonna roll the second D12 for day number 2?
Mud.
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 And you reroll on 5s, by the way.
Mud.
What?
You reroll on 5s, by the
I
way.
reroll on 5?
Yep.
Which one should I do? Ooh.
Pick the middle
Left.
one.
Yeah. Oh,
Brown.
middle. Brown.
It's a 2. What does that get me?
Never going away.
I love
Never
it
gets old.
so much. I literally watch that short when I'm sad and it makes me
Aw.
mad. That's a 3. What does that get me?
It was a 2, you said?
Yes.
On the second day after you rest. Also, by the way, Mud, you can actually regain that spell slot that you used to cast Goodberry second time. We'll just say for traveling, you're always 1 spell slot down just to keep everybody fed. Make sense?
Yeah, can I trade like 3 good berries and a grape leaf?
Go ahead and give me 2. Roll 2
again?
d20s and see if you get a nat 20.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get some moss
I
crits.
don't.
And did you?
Oh.
I used up all my good luck during the battle.
Okay. So
I still need to recharge.
everybody's fed. We'll do the math at the end of the session. But again, we'll say good berry for everybody, and 5 fish for temperance, and that's taken care of. Wonderful. With day 2, you guys are able to look off northward this time. We'll say it's around 11 a.m. Sun's almost high in the sky. And what you're able to see in the distance is a bunch of like, it's far, far away. You basically need to take turns looking through like a spy glass to even catch a glimpse of it. And you're able to see a ship rocking back and forth. Maybe a bit smaller than a galleon. Seems like a specialized hunting ship, basically. And as it rocks back and forth, you are then able to even hear it this far away. You're able to hear. And you're able to see a whale scarred and punctured by spears and ropes. You're able to watch it breaches out of the water. And you're able to watch as this like huge beluga whale flops onto its side and destroys this whaling vessel off in the distance, and you're able to watch this ship just and sink beneath the waves.
Oh.
Mud's like, fuck yes. Yes. Fuck you guys.
I turn to him.
yes.
I'll turn to him and I'll be like, him, let's speed it up just a little bit.
Yes, ma'am. Let the sails loose even more than they were.
I'll do gust of wind to get the sails going.
You guys begin flying, and as you guys begin to move, you guys move away from the whaling ship?
Yeah.
Okay. Not a problem. As you guys begin to
give a wide berth,
you move away from the whaling ship, causing no problem to any of the wildlife that is there. Who here is on the?
Just passing by. We're just
passing by. Where would you all be? On the ship.
I think I'm on the deck, so I'm gonna be blowing wind into the sails to get us going faster.
You're on like the captain's deck behind him, like blowing over his shoulder to like keep the ship going. Okay, got it. Cowrie, Olive, Mud.
I'll be at my like build pump thing to like give us a little boost of speed.
Okay, so you're at the rear of the ship.
Needed.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cowrie tends to be kind of up in the rigging so that they can get to the spyglass really easily if they need to, and doing any like adjustments to the sails or sometimes just swinging around.
Okay, got it. Just woo, Jack Sparrowing it up, and then where would Mud find himself?
Below deck. He would be with the garden. I think at one point he turned to her and was like, "Can you just cast Disguise Self on yourself really quick? I need it for the compost."
So good.
I'm first off, wait, let me just make sure this isn't concentration. Disguise self is not cast. Okay, perfect. So I'm doing Gust of Wind. I disguise myself as the Duke. And I like shed a tear a little bit, and then over the course of an hour, peels start to just fall off of me.
Okay.
I just like get a bucket, put it next to you, and say, once that fills up, I'll take it down. And
I'll let you know. I'll holler down.
And so and Mud's just busy cultivating the garden, making it a little bit bigger, a little bit more robust, and also just talking with Temperance. He's cast Speak with Animals on himself, and so he's just like, yeah, so like, how's your day going, bud? How you having a good time?
So you're tending to the garden, speaking to Temperance, perfect. As you're doing that, you're able to hear Temperance say back, feel better. Want
you
to
feel better. Sorry, hang on, the music's so loud for me, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go.
Okay, you're able to hear him say, where am I? Wish to explore. And you're able to hear the boards of the ship begin to creak as Temperance stands up onto his four paws. You're able to see littering around him fish bones and ripped open burlap sacks of ration packets.
Okay, so I give him the whole rundown.
Okay. That was a lot of information. I want to smell. And Temperance begins to like
Hey, but before you go, be nice. You've already eaten today. Remember? Mouths, we keep them closed unless we need to bite someone, okay?
Give me a quick persuasion check. Go right ahead, no problem.
It's animal handling.
It's animal handling, yes, it would be.
Animal handling. I cast guidance on myself. Okay. That is then a 18.
An 18, he goes, we have reviewed this before. I am aware of the saying. No creatures that walk on two legs on this wooden cave will be harmed.
Excellent.
Yeah,
we've talked. We talked last time.
Yeah, 100%. The three of you that are above deck are able to watch as the main hatch that leads into the cargo area begins to and begins to rattle and kind of shake up and down, and then you're able to watch it kind of shift over a little bit, and you're able to see a nose begin to peek up out of the cargo hatch, and then you all are able to, even him just stops, and you guys are able to see this Shasuva Temperance begins to crawl out again, the size of a horse with a scorpion stinger tail behind it, and begins to sniff around the ship and just kind of begins getting familiar with the environment.
Olive, your dog's out.
Yes, I see that, her. Thank you.
Just checking.
I have the whistle, but it doesn't seem hostile. And I raise my voice so that him and Coral can hear. He seems like he's okay. That I think he shouldn't harm us, as long as he's fed.
Bite.
Thank you, Mud.
Temperance keeps sniffing around, and Temperance is gonna make his way. Again, just easily is able to climb up onto onto like the main deck of the ship, and go to the captain's deck, the one that housed the helm, and is able to just begin like comes up to you, her, and him, and begins and gets like very close to you and begins like sniffing you.
I like take my one free hand and kind of like start pushing the dog away. I'm like, get out of here. Sorry, I'm working. Do you understand?
Give me an animal handling check with disadvantage. Speaking full English sentences.
I rolled a 3 plus a 3 for a 6.
The dog, it's a fucking beast. Temperance growls a little bit more and then continues to sniff you, and then rapidly kind of like gets a little bit annoyed. It looks at you, it makes direct eye contact with you as you like slap it away, and then
okay, can I then go to pet it since I like
sure
I failed my check? Can I try to pet it to like calm it down?
I will say give me another animal handling check. Yes.
Disadvantage?
Nope, just it's flat animal handling.
12.
12. Mud, you're able to hear through the speak with animals. You're able to hear. What is that? Nice. Yes. Behind the ear. This is what is this called?
Can I do like a athletics check to see how like strong the scratches are?
How many? This might be the most amount of checks assigned to one action in any of my games ever. Yes, you can absolutely do that.
I'd like to pet the dog.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Absolutely. Oh, it's not great. It's a 7.
A 7. You're able to hear. No, it's deeper in the ear. Stop. No, what? Okay, deeper. Stop. You're not.
I go harder.
You're not good at that. No.
Can I re-roll?
No. Temperance then turns and then begins going back down the ship after kind of like freaking out him as him goes, is it gone?
It's gone.
Okay. I'm very glad that someone pointed that out. Thank you, Kate. Because I was like, what words to choose when describing scratching an animal? Then it begins to walk over. I'll say it finds its way over to you, kind of at the rear of the ship, and immediately kind of begins sniffing around you.
I let it sniff.
It sniffs, it rubs its like ear up against you, and it looks up to you to see if you have any commands for it.
I like look down at the whistle, then back at him, and like, don't jump overboard.
Mud, you're able to hear. Why would I do that? I can swim, but not for that long.
He can swim.
That's good to know. Just enjoy yourself. I hold up the whistle. Yes or no?
You see, he kind of like shakes his head back and forth. He kind of like noses your hand up onto his snout for you to like pet him a little bit if you want to pet him.
Of course I pet him.
Behind the ear.
You pet this dog the size of a horse with a giant scorpion a stinger coming off the end of it, and it turns and then finally is going to look up and go, and then look up and see Cowrie climbing like along the riggings. And I need to make an acrobatics check for Temperance real quick.
Oh, incoming!
Cowrie, are you in the riggings in the crow's nest? Where exactly are you?
I'll say at this point, I'm like on one of the like the things for the sails.
Yes, like a main mast. Yes.
Yeah. I'm kind of perched there.
And you're able to watch it just through, like, not like it's like the focus of an animal who is a hunter, and like you can't differentiate between like focus and the hunting instinct. Eyes lock onto you, stable head, as Shisubu begins to to effortlessly begin to climb up the riggings after you.
The dog can climb. I've never seen a dog that can climb. I sort of like perch, kind of like, I don't make myself like, I make myself a little bit smaller, I guess, kind of the like the animal instinct to kind of not be a threat, but I'm not like, but I am still like.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just trying to meet him on equal ground.
Shisuva approaches you and sniffs you several times. And give me a quick nature check or animal handling check before we're going to cut away from Shisuva and go to the next day. Make sense?
I blow the whistle in a sense that conveys be gentle.
Okay, understood.
Definitely animal handling and not nature. I got a 16.
A 16?
Nice.
Shisuva? Sorry, I'm so sorry. Who is Shisuva?
Who's Shisuva? That's it. That's his breed.
It's like calling a dog.
Yeah.
Temperance sniffs you. And again, just seems generally uninterested. If you wish to pet, you may.
I gently
as you begin to gently pet, Temperance begins to and begins to growl. With a 16, you're able to recognize, again, it's all about looking at the eyes, that hunter's instinct, that intense focus. Temperance isn't growling at you. Temperance is looking past you down to your hip, where the purple bag of holding is. And with a 16, Kaori, what you're able to recognize, Temperance is able to detect things that are not present. So you guys, so what I'm able, the way that I can explain that a little bit more clearly is the keen smell ability not only works as a way of identifying all of you, kind of like just becoming familiar with you, but also acts as a way to be like, are there invisible creatures around? Are there creatures that I can't see? Are there creatures that are maybe confined to a space? Something smells off about the Bagman, and Shisuva can recognize that. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I unclip the bag from my hip and slowly hold it next to me. I don't let it get any closer to Temperance. Okay. And I point and I'm like, friendly. Friends.
Gotta make a very important roll.
Don't eat it.
Can I give him advantage? Because I know what he's saying.
You're not there. You're below deck.
Yeah, so there's advantage. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Temperance, with complete and full confidence, begins to sniff. Sniff the Bagman's bag. And you were able to watch Temperance then go and put his head fully into the bag of holding.
Careful with that, buddy.
You're then able to hear it almost sounds like a little bit like the Bagman's like, what the hell? And you are then able to watch as this dog the size of a horse seemingly completely consensually begins to pick up his legs and go into the bag of holding.
I whistle for it to come back. I whistle for him to come back.
Okay. I got a nat 20 when I rolled for Shisuva's confidence. Olive, I would like you to... Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Olive and Kaori, I would like you both to roll just whatever check you want, because one of them has to be a nat 20, or Temperance is going in the bag for a little bit.
No.
God fucking damn it. I was so excited.
Can I try for athletics to yank the bag back before he can climb in?
Okay. You know what? I'll be kind because you guys want to do this in tandem. You can both roll whatever check is appropriate. I'll say it. Oh my god. All right. Kara, what's your athletics modifier?
+6.
Athletics?
Yeah.
Wow.
That is nutty. Okay.
I have expertise.
+6? Okay.
Expertise.
Olive, do you want to make an animal handling check?
I do.
Okay. What's your animal handling modifier?
Does it have to be a nat 20?
What's your animal handling modifier?
Oh, sorry. +1.
+1? One of you has to beat a DC 20 to prevent Shisuva from going into the bag. Prevent Temperance from going into the bag.
Okay.
We just got our dog. God damn it.
The faces are not good.
Can I flip my coin?
Yes.
I already flipped mine.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Oh, she's going to the
Wait,
bag.
so wait. Just so I know the
my
mechanics.
doggy.
If I flip my coin, then I roll the 1. Can I flip my coin back and then flip it again so I can roll again?
You have one more roll. I'll allow that. No problem.
Okay.
When I yell, oh, can I give her bardic inspiration?
My dice went flying. Hold on.
I will say yes. You can give Bardic. Yes.
Okay. Add a d6 if you need. We're like introducing 2 pets through a glass door.
Except one of the pets owns the house they live in. Like, it's a very strange situation.
So did I hear Bardic?
Bardic, yes.
Yes.
What is?
It's a d6.
D6. Okay.
And when this starts to go down, I yell, Ollie!
Oh my god! 11 plus 3 on the Bardic plus 1 is a 16.
This is this is my
No,
last.
15.
I am casting Gust of Wind. Is there any way I can push it towards Temperance to push him off? They would have to do.
So you want gravity to work with Temperance in this moment. So you want to push Temperance off and have him fall out of the bag.
Or more so push him off the mass.
Yes.
So then he can't get in the bag. But that might also affect Cowrie. So
I'll
I'm
fling
so
myself
sorry.
off the mast if I need to.
Okay.
I'll do it.
It would be.
I have cure wounds prepared. It's fine.
I don't know.
What is the save for Gust of Wind?
It's a strength save of 14.
Okay.
I feel like Shasuva's gonna be able to beat this. I'm so sorry.
Can I bend luck Shasuva to subtract a d4 from the roll?
This is so.
We're using all our resources right now.
We're just traveling.
Okay. It was a DC 14. What was the check again?
Strength. 14.
Okay.
And also it's not continuous. Actually, I'll just use some meta magic to. I think I can.
Okay.
Can I like?
And subtract a d4.
Okay. All of you roll the d4. We're gonna do this one at a time. All of roll that d4. See what I'm gonna subtract.
2.
2. Okay. Temperance has a +4 to strength saves. With a -2, that's gonna be a +2. So this has to be an 11 or lower. It comes down to a coin flip, essentially. With the palm of the fist dice, let's see if Temperance is going to go into the bagman's bag. Okay.
Fuck.
With an 18 on the die.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be the last thing we're gonna try to do. What do you want to do?
I'm crying. Can I cast Entangle on him and restrain him and keep him where he is?
What is the save for Entangle?
It's a strength save of 15.
We cut to Shasuva's head, and Shasuva's like, something's going on out there, but I want to be in here. Okay, it's a strength save of 15. Now, this wouldn't be affected by Ben Luck, correct?
No, it can be. It's whenever another creature you can see makes an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction. So
Okay.
I'm gonna send another d4 to subtract.
Go roll that d4. Tell me what I'm subtracting.
That's a 3.
That's a 3? Okay. Down to a +1, which means that this has to be a 13 or lower. So the odds of you guys succeeding this have increased, all right? I'm rolling.
Oh, yeah.
God. Clump and above, please.
We just got this dog.
This dog.
This dog is going in the bag. There's nothing we can do to stop it.
So here's what's going on right now. We cut to Shasuva's head inside of the bag, and it's just black infinite space that they can't see anything. And we then cut to outside, and it's the three of you being like, oh god! Like immediately the most action you've taken in the last 3 days, and we have her redirecting Gust of Wind, and all of like casting these insane sorcerer's spells, and Cowrie trying to yank the bag away. with your combined efforts with a 4 on the die for Temperance. Temperance gets wrapped up.
I see Shushuba going back and go, no. And I put my hands on the mast and vines sprout out and just grab his back legs and pull him out.
You're over here, as he's pulled back, as he just like stands on the he's not like hurt by the entangle, as he just goes, you guys can like feel him go, I want to go in there.
No.
Not for puppies.
No.
Not for puppies.
I blow on the whistle as long and as loud as I can.
I let go with the vines.
What a fucking... Olive, you blow on the whistle for as long and as loud as you can, and that is known as the no command. That is known as the no command.
Okay.
That is known as like action denial, basically. As Shisuva like kind of like winces a little bit at the high pitch from you blowing so hard, as Shisuva just goes like, I want to go in there, but I will not. And just kind of growls a little bit.
Good puppy. Good
All right.
puppy.
All right, just keep on chugging along. Excellent. Wow, what a day that was. As you guys
on resources. I'm out of spell slots.
Well, long rest. We're about to take a long rest.
This is another day of travel. We're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then for one final D12 roll to see what the last random encounter is going to be.
Oh, right, this was
You do it.
This was just weather.
Yes. No. This was like so you're 2 days in now, and now it's the next day, long rest. Mud,
okay.
Mud, you can knock off a spell slot for Goodberry. Everybody's fed. And Shasuba has eaten most of your fish. So
It's fine.
okay.
It's fine.
It's what he deserves.
Olive, go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
What is it? D12?
Yeah, yes, D12, and you're gonna reroll on 5s and
Twos.
2s.
That's a 5. That's a 3.
That's a
What does
3?
that get me?
Okay.
It's so charming.
As Olive, you would understand from the constellations of the night sky above, you are only 1 day away from the Grip Isle as you are rapidly approaching your home. And I'm gonna say that. Give me actually 1 second to change the music. Hold on.
Oh.
What?
Just something jolly and dancy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Have a holly
Jolly Christmas is the best time of the year.
We don't have to worry about getting demonetized.
We sang it too perfectly.
We say Christmas.
Christmas.
Make sure everything is correct here. Make sure the volumes are
Where
all good.
guys?
Hold on.
I just loved all of us like using as many of our resources as we possibly could.
That was the amount of just the
What
utter
would have
chaos.
happened? What would have happened if we failed?
Who knows?
He's just in there.
He's just in there.
Would the bagman have ate him?
Oh,
Maybe that's the bagman's dog now.
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not saying anything about that. So I'm gonna say during the evening of your final day of travel, who here would be sleeping? Just like during the night.
During the night?
Oh yeah, we're gonna say it's the evening time of the last day. Anybody here sleeping? Anybody awake? Nighttime walks, midnight snacks. It's up to you.
I feel like at some point I would take over for him so him can get some rest. But if anybody else would be up, that's up to you all.
I think if you take over him, Olive would come over and take over for her. Because I think knowing this is the last day, she would not be getting much sleep.
Okay.
And would want to keep herself busy.
I think Mud spends a lot of the nighttime looking up at the stars.
Okay.
So
Carrie is passed the fuck out.
Honkshu meanie
Snoring.
It's
Just
giving healthy sleep schedule. It's giving me it's giving 8 hours.
Perfect.
100%.
As Mud, you're chilling looking at the stars. As him is sleeping, as her and Olive take the night shift, him being in a hammock next to where Cowrie is, just kind of sleeping in that kind of confined ship quarters. And we're just doing this for PCs, by the way. We're not going to go crazy with NPCs. We don't got the fucking time. The sounds of the sea and the wind and the waves splashing up against your vessel. The HTK Exterminator. Beautiful purple paint on the side. You guys are able to hear singing. Beautiful angelic choir begins to ring out. And I would like Mud, Her, and Olive to give me charisma saves of a DC 14.
No.
And I would
What
like
was the
Cal-
charisma save?
Charisma save DC 14. And Cowrie, please give it to me with disadvantage.
Oh my god.
A charisma save. I dropped my dice on the floor.
What's the DC?
The DC is 14 for the charisma save.
I got a 15, thank god.
15?
I also got a 15.
15?
Ooh.
What was the DC?
14.
14. I rolled 2 4s.
2 4s.
I got a 12.
Got a 12?
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 15 minus 2 for a 14.
Oh,
no,
you passed. Oh my
buddy.
god.
No,
Wait.
I got a 13.
Yeah, you got 13.
Oh, got it. Okay, you got a 13.
So I fail.
You do fail. Okay. Excellent. Olive and Her. What you guys are able to hear is, well, you guys would immediately recognize, like, oh, singing in the middle of the ocean. These are sirens.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, you are able to hear past the, like, infectious music of the song, and you're able to hear them crying out, like, in their own unique... Sirens are not a very common race. Some may even consider them monsters, just due to their ambient properties. But you're all able to hear them singing the words, "Sharks are near. Come find solace on our rock." And you would imagine that they are perched on top of some kind of protruding, perhaps some kind of piece of a vessel, maybe some kind of like ancient boulder from a sunken island, but they're clearly perched somewhere nearby. Can Olive and Her please roll me 1d6, both of you, and tell me what you get.
That's a 3.
That's a 3.
2.
2. Olive, you get 2 temporary hit points, and Her, you get 3 temporary hit points.
Oh, sick.
As you are able to withstand the harpy, you are able to withstand the siren song, and their magical properties seemingly are able to infuse into your mind and bolster you with confidence.
Woo.
Yeah.
Now, Cowrie and Mud. It doesn't relate to anything personally for you. You hear no message in this. But again, Olive and Her, you're able to look over, and Mud, it's a warm feeling in your chest. It's the idea of safety and full stomachs, and you know that friends are waiting for you on this rock out in the ocean, and it's just a short swim, maybe a couple 100 yards, and you can go and see these friends that it feels like you haven't seen them in such a long time, and they're there and they're calling out to you.
Could make that. I could do that. Make that swim.
So can we see this over the
Olive and
perception
Her, you
check?
see Mud begin approaching the side of the ship.
I look down into the water, look over to where I think the things are, and then I start clambering over.
I immediately cast Levitate on Mud, and it lifts Mud.
Is it a saving throw or
Constitution 15.
That's 2.
Oh, thank God. I was going to bet luck if you succeeded.
So that you are now currently levitating 20 feet in the air, vertically.
Ah. Can I control how far high or low I go?
Let me see.
I think if it's
Exactly,
not
you
willing, Her controls it.
It just remains
just go up and
suspended
down.
there for duration.
Swimming in the air.
Now, you guys would also recognize that all you need to do is get out of the range of the Harpy's song, of the Siren song, and it will just deactivate. You also know that you can probably smack Mud out of this if you needed to.
Can I try and push, like, because I'm near the railing, can I, like, kick away from it?
Oh my god.
I'm going to sprint over and cast Levitate on myself. I'm going to turn back to Olive, and I'll say, Olive, should I just slap him?
Yes.
I immediately slap Mud right across the face.
Ow.
For a point of damage, doesn't even mean anything. It's just a quick, a quick smack, and Mud, you are snapped back to reality.
And I'll drop the levitate. Because, well, it's actually it's a concentration spell, but it's a feature that I have. So is it?
We'll say it's 2 separate effects. That's fine.
Yeah.
You levitate up. You go snap out of it, and you smack Mud across the face.
Oh man, I didn't even get to push away.
Okay. You are not going anywhere, Mud. You're staying on the ship.
Her, as you say, staying on the ship. Cowrie, your eyes open, and it's the same. It's like the sound of a slow, emotional shanty being sung for you, and you're being invited on stage to participate.
Beautiful. I climb out of my hammock. Are there terrible question. Are there any portholes?
Oh, Darby. I'm so happy you asked.
I'm so sorry.
There are portholes. Yes.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I open up a porthole.
You open a portal?
And I jump out.
Okay.
Can we make perception checks?
Perception checks from everybody here. Yes.
I'm so sorry that I had that thought.
I hate to be that
it's
person,
great.
but
It's
it's
great.
really dark out. How are we supposed to
dark
see
vision.
Cowrie?
Cowrie, what
I
is
have
your
dark
stealth
vision.
modifier?
My stealth modifier is +10.
Are you fucking shitting me right now? You're a rogue. Okay, because what I was going to do is I was going to take your level and add your stealth modifier to it and have that be the check that would have to be beat to detect them. And so that would be, I'm pretty sure that'd be a 17, correct?
I rolled a 19.
19. Okay.
Mud's perceptive as fuck.
Oh, I also rolled a 19.
19.
I only got a 10.
Well, I will say that, like, majority rules, you guys are able to hear, like, now that you have broken away from the siren song, you guys are able to hear, like, a clop into the water, and you know that someone just jumped out of the ship.
Levitate me, please. I need to go get our friend.
What do you mean?
I drop levitate on you, and I immediately cast it on Cowrie to bring him out of the water. Well, it depends. Are they 60 feet away?
Okay.
Or I can distance the, I can make the distance longer.
We will also say because Cowrie's underwater at night, it's very difficult to see them, so you wouldn't be able to unless you get in the water too.
Wait, what do you mean to save our friend?
Cowrie just jumped out of a porthole.
I jump overboard.
Immediately Olive is hauling ass and jumps in the water.
I run back to the helm to take control of the ship to try and slow it down if I can.
Okay.
Do I see Cowrie?
Did you jump overboard?
I did.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Do I see her?
Perception checks. I'm gonna say just DC 15. Cowrie, you begin swimming towards this beautiful song. We're gonna say there's gonna be one check to this. We're gonna see if you can be stopped before you get there. I'm going to need a perception check from Olive and Mud.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Hold on.
So it's like a DC 15.
Apologies. I casted guidance on myself for this too. So that is a 26.
26. You are both able. Again, it's clear open waters at night, and you guys are able to see that Cowrie swam under the ship and is currently now going towards the rocks. Is now going towards like where these sirens are stationed. You can see Cowrie.
I cast Fairy Fire on Cowrie. Ooh, wait, no, you're gonna make a deck save, and you're really good at that. Oh shit.
I'm swimming as fast as I can. I want to grab their ankle as they're swimming.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on Cowrie and just light them up.
Okay.
You have to make a Dex 15 saving throw.
Is Cowrie in seal form?
I'll make a luck check. I did fail the deck save. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So
you
below
are outlined in green light. Any creature in the area of spells, blah blah blah. For the duration, you shed 10-foot radius dim light. Any attack roll against affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature can't benefit from being invisible.
Okay.
So that's just to help Olive get to you and grab you.
Okay.
I will roll a luck check for if I'm in seal form. Below, what is it? It's like, is it 10 or below or 11 or below? How does that math out? 10 or below? Oh, I dropped it on the ground.
Are you asking me? Who are you asking?
You, I assume.
You?
Sorry, can you run that by me one more time? So
what is for 50-50? Is it 11 below or 10 or below?
So for 50-50, so I say like it's relative to a coin flip. It would be 10 or below would be tails, and 11 or above would be heads, basically.
10 or below, I'm a seal. 15. I am a humanoid.
Cowrie's in humanoid form. Now that actually might be bad because their stats would be higher.
Because
bad for us.
No, bad if I was a seal.
Trying to catch you, yeah.
But aren't your physical stats higher than Seal's physical stats? Because if you were in Seal form, like it would be the stats of a Seal.
Well,
but I thought this
gonna do to try and grab them has advantage because of the fairy fire.
But wouldn't the seal form give them more movement?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I can swim faster as a seal.
Okay.
Is the thing.
Got it.
That's.
What's your swim speed, Olive?
Sorry. My laptop is about to die, so I can get to an outlet, but can we take a quick pause?
Oh yeah,
so
sure.
I can get to an outlet?
Quick break for bathroom. We're gonna be wrapping up in like 20 minutes anyway.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're all good.
And we will resolve this siren conundrum once we are back. All right, everybody, enjoy yourselves.
We'll be back.
Excellent burp. Okay, and we're back. All right. So, that was a lot of rules checking behind the scenes while Kate was getting her laptop fixed. What did we decide is happening?
My swim speed is 30 feet, by the way. That's what was asked before.
That was mine.
Okay, 30 feet, 30 feet.
If you're all right with it, Kate, Mud's swim speed is 40, so can he give his swim speed to Olive?
Yeah,
to
sure.
Help her
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Get closer to Cowrie.
I'll say, Mud, you can grab Olive and your feet like morph into webbed feet, and you can pedal your way over, and then Olive with your like advanced reach, you can reach out to try to grab Cowrie. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from his ring of swimming. So. Yeah.
Cowrie.
Got that.
People who don't like music are trying to keep you from this wonderful song.
It's a new concept. I don't like it.
Please give me an opposed athletics check, Olive and Cowrie, to see if you're able to grab onto Cowrie and keep him steady.
Can Mud help me?
Oh yeah, can Mud help?
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll allow that. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
What is it? Opposed athletics?
Opposed athletics between Cowrie and Olive has advantage.
Got it. Guidance.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
That's 12.
12?
I got a 24.
Yeah, 24. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Louise! No, it's so juicy.
Now,
I'm just so athletic.
You are.
Cowrie, nothing. Oh my god. Trying to stop Cowrie from getting to music is like trying to stop them from breathing. As Cowrie just, like a torpedo, and just like flies through the water. You guys can keep, because you guys would know that Cowrie's going to a destination. You can follow them there. But they are now out of reach, and they are going to continue going to their destination, okay?
Then, are they within 30 feet?
Yes, still within 30 feet.
I'm going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp at Cowrie. It's a strength save, DC 15, but I'm going to meta magic, heightened spell, and give them disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
You said it was 15?
Disadvantage. Sorry. Yes, strength save DC 15 with disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I got a 6.
Ooh.
Okay.
Saw it 18 and got so nervous.
And it does do damage, so I would.
It would wake them up out of the trance. Yes.
Yeah, I would like it to do damage to wake it out of the trance. So that's 2d6. I don't know. Bludgeoning damage.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okie doke.
Okay. Olive. Quick thinking on your feet as you got to stop Cowrie from getting to their destination.
Yeah.
Immediately, you're able to watch as this like mossy, gray, dark stone shoots out from in front of Cowrie and latches onto them and wraps them tight, hands and legs pressed together. Excellent. Cowrie, you come out of the trance and you're all able to understand what the sirens are saying. And even underwater, it seems like this penetrates through. And what you're all able to hear, so Cowrie, as you're awake, Mud and Olive, arm in arm. Her back on the ship watching all this happen. Her, give me a perception check real quick.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh. You remember what they said?
Oh, this is gonna be so
Oh,
juicy.
no.
That's a 6.
A 6?
Punch a shark.
Actually, I can flip my coin.
Yes, you can. Okay.
Oh.
That's another 6.
It's another 6? Okay. Her, you're distracted because him kind of comes and goes, what's happening?
Oh, I need to get to bed. Him, I gotta get to bed. It's getting real tired. It's getting real late. I'm real tired.
Real low. Sun's getting real low.
And then I gotta wake up in a few hours, and I gotta do the wind thing again. I'm getting real tired, man.
Him goes,
the
come here, her.
anxiety
Come
runs
here. And he takes you in a big hug, big Goliath hug.
I don't know where they went. They're in the water. I'm real tired.
Well, you do know where we went because Cowrie is currently shedding 10 feet of light.
Yeah,
Actually, they're over there.
Beacon,
Oh.
What's going on over there?
Good before might be bad now.
Him looks over. As you two kind of like, he hugs you, supports you. You guys start looking. You're just going like, I wonder when they're going to be back. We're going to cut back over to the three of these guys. As you are all, even you, her on the boat, you're able to hear, sisters, our rock. Someone has stolen from our rock. Who would do such a thing? And all of you realize that your earthen grasp, incredibly smart move. The only earth that is around you, the sea being so deep, you had to pull the earth from the siren's rock that they were planted on.
Oops.
As you guys are able to look up and see the starry sky above you, and you can see like a crescent moon, kind of like waning and waxing away from full. You guys are able to watch as these silent webbed wings begin to expand out, and just maybe 15 feet in front of you, you're able to see, like, trailing down this mounded rock, you're able to see like a snake's tail coiled around it. It begins to be pulled back as these creatures begin to take flight
Towards us?
Just up and they're not sure what's happening, so they just take flight up and away.
Okay. Mud, can you get yourself back to the ship?
Yes.
I drop Maximilian. Well, first I drop Maximilian's earthen grasp. Does that change anything? Does that give him the rock back?
Give me a nature check. Or no, actually, give me an Arcana check. I'll say you can decide which one.
Absolutely Arcana. That
I'm gonna say beat a 15.
I did. That's a dirty 20.
As you release Maximilian's earthen grasp, you're able to watch the rock begin to and begins to reset back into its original position.
And are the sirens have they gone away or?
You guys still being able to hear their song as they talk to each other, because their language is very much like magical and piercing and complicated. They're able to say to each other in their sing-songy way, but you guys are able to hear, sisters, our rock has returned. How fascinating, sister. Perhaps we should return there, continue assisting travelers, telling them to find sanctuary where we were posted. Yes, I agree with that, yes. Let us keep singing, and let us see if we can help any more people. And these sirens are going to, you watch as they return back down to their rock and begin their song once again.
Both of you, cover your ears, and let's get to the ship.
Thank you.
Of course.
As you guys keep swimming back, everybody here, give me a quick history check before we cut away from this.
History.
That was
18.
18?
Hey. 12.
12.
14.
14?
9.
9. Kaori. Again, it's all legends, it's all stories, but you would kind of know this just as a connective thing. Selkies, at least in this world, are inherently musical, inherently jovial. It's something that, like, it's within the core, the core definition of the species, but also they just make excellent performers with their naturally kind of more flamboyant personas that they can use either on stage or in their private lives. Sirens and Selkie are not the same species, but they're closely related. And you would realize that a siren is in your brain. Here. Let me know if this is something that how Kaori would rationalize this. A Selkie can choose whether or not to do music, but they have a natural affinity for it. Sirens always do music. Make sense?
Yeah.
And you would get the sense that although these are creatures that can be dangerous, that can affect sailors and disrupt patterns and can steal people from their ships, the conversation that you just heard, and you're not sure how common this is, but you get the understanding that the effects of the siren's magic and what they're trying to do are not the same thing. And perhaps it's a cultural difference more than it is something that they do out of malice. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys are able to swim back to the ship and get yourselves all posted up as you will be approaching the grip aisle in less than a day's time. Sound good?
Woo.
Indeed.
Okay. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to change the music one more time. I'm going to give you guys a description of the grip aisle, and then I'm going to ask you one more follow-up question, and we're going to end on a little bit of a cliffhanger. That sound good?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do good, Barry, for this coming next day because we're arriving at the grip aisle.
More than okay. Completely understandable. Trying to search up this. I'm trying to find it. I'm not sure where the video is. Hold on.
Since we don't have the triple S now in the grip aisle, are we gonna have to keep track of money we spend for food?
You'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
Ooh.
I like that answer, Kate. Thank you for helping me out.
I didn't know if we were gonna have to like break out an Excel spreadsheet and start tracking my money, like budgeting, like.
We're on Olive's home too.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give a general description of things before anything else. So is it okay if I just kind of do a little bit of chatting? If it lulls you to sleep, that's more than okay. So it is getting late. Okay, so days at sea. With these encounters taking maybe several minutes to several hours, besides that, the Chainbreakers have largely left you alone. So all you have is your ship and your companions and your thoughts to keep you company. And I'm gonna say it's gonna be an evening, the sun setting to the west. You guys are able to hear him cry out, "Land ho! Grip aisle off the bow, dead ahead!" And him announces that the grip aisle is within close proximity to all of you. Your ears kind of like perk up and you can look over out of the ship and you're able to see a small dot begin to emerge on the horizon. Compared to the palm and the bracelet and Angcraft and the arbor, this island is tall. I'm like tall. I'm fucking so tired. The island is tiny.
You got this.
It's barely a speck at the very edge of your vision. It seems flat, and as you approach, you're able to recognize there are no like large trees or buildings dominating your view. You see distant flickerings of torches dotting a small village on the western side of the isle, with all other visible areas of the island being dim and dark with no clear structures. It's a relatively quiet evening from afar. The sun almost completely set over under the horizon now. As you're within range to see more detailed environments, you're able to recognize a very small village. maybe only home to roughly 500 people, maybe. We all got to remember, just for those that perhaps missed the history before, or just need a quick reminder, this is only 40 years after the Grip Isle massacre, and this is still a community that is rebuilding after tragedy. But as you're approaching, I'm going to ask Olive you a question.
Mm-hmm.
You're aware in an isle so small, there are two places that you could be able to dock. The first would be the Remembrance Port, or you could dock at the Terraborg Manor, who have their own private dock. Where would you like to send the ship?
The Remembrance Port.
The Remembrance Port. All right. I'll just give you a quick description of the town then as you approach. So, well, the first thing you would notice is the port as you begin to pull alongside it. There are large, light wooden docks that stretch far, wide, and out into the sea. There's a few small merchant ships who are like peddling their wares and collecting their trades, with maybe a total of 36 outsiders, non-water genasi, hauling tirelessly to get their ships prepared for their morning voyage, essentially. You glimpse the sides of one or two ships that have been dragged onto the shores and grounded for repairs. You're able to see that water genasi workers are wiping their brows, and they help one another down from their elevated positions aboard the ships, and they're calling it quits for the evening as the sun finally disappears and the stars emerge in the sky. And by the docks, as it's slowly shutting down, the workday having concluded, you're able to see a building whose workers are slowly escorting out patrons who are all smiling, singing, and swaying. The sign above the door is withered slightly, with its chipping paint and older style of font. This isn't from neglect, but rather from the pride that comes from perseverance. The sign reads, The Triple S Tavern, with a small addendum underneath reading, Number 1, Mother Location. But with all this, you're able to recognize that these docks, this tavern, they're built to handle a much higher influx of ships and patrons. So again, even after a generation or two, the scars of what happened here 40 years ago are still felt across the Western Oceans, and the people here are still doing their best to rebuild. Now, for the town itself, as your eyes drift inward from the ports, you're able to see the town of Remembrance itself. The buildings are all of a simple construction, only 1 or 2 stories tall, with their walls being made of plaster and rock with thatched roofs fit snugly above the enclosed rooms. However, each home is elevated slightly up and away from the sand and dirt they are built upon, having a strong foundation of cut shale rock underneath. So this allows for these houses to weather unpleasant storms, but also gives them access to above-ground pools of water that act as little makeshift moats to visitors, but also as pathways and sidewalks for the residents, water genasi being very adept at swimming. You're able to see, you're able to watch as water genasi children, 6 or 7 years old, they spring up and out of the water, and they're being chased by their parents or their siblings before ducking back into the pools and racing around their homes. These pools are then able to connect themselves to the main roads of Remembrance. Going deeper into the town, you're able to see that the architecture is specifically designed to benefit those who exist in harmony with the sea. There are small walkways of elevated stone blocks, and, some crudely constructed bridges that exist, but it's very clear that the main way of moving from building to building is via this, intricate system of canals that link one family-owned business to the next. You see, again, 10, 15 people emerging from their stores. They have food and clothing and goods wrapped in large bundles of palm leaves before they hold it tightly and plunge themselves into the water, making their way home out of sight as the business begins to extinguish and torches and lanterns begin to be turned down as people begin to close up shop. And as you finalize your approach into the Remembrance Port, you're able to feel the HTK Exterminator shift under your feet as if it's being pulled in, and it seems like you'll be the final ship that will be docked today. As Olive, you're able to look over the main railing, and you are able to see an ancient water genasi woman, at least 110 years old, and you would recognize Orla and the pit crew, the elder that runs the Remembrance Port. Now, Orla calls up to you, Olive, and you're able to hear, all right, then, how about us being back in this place now? Are you doing it well now? And Olive, what all of you hear is complete fucking gibberish. You're able to hear maybe Olive and Port and back now, but Olive, what you're able to hear is, Olive, it seems that you're back now. This is not the ship you left on. And Olive, you can understand this woman because she's slipping into Primordial along with her common.
I speak Primordial.
Oh, you do? You are able to hear this as well.
Wow, it actually came in handy.
In Primordial, I call out to her. Hello, Orlas. Apologies for the late docking. Do you think you could squeeze us in?
Orla looks over to you, and again you see like just long white hair. She's like hunched over. You're able to see that she wears very traditional Grip Isle robes, adorned with different palm leaves and with shells and with sand-colored cloth. And she looks to you, and again, gibberish to Cowrie and Mud, but goes, well, of course we'd be able to do that. All of it would be our pleasure to. Now, and looks up and goes, Coral as well, and waves over to Coral, and Coral goes, hi there, Orla, it's good to see you. As Coral, happy to be home. Orla then looks over to you and Coral and you, her, and goes, hey, and gestures you guys off of the ship to come and dock and see everybody.
I'd like to say, in Primordial, I'll say, hello, it's nice to meet you, I'm Her.
Her, as you're able to, undock from the ship, I
could even just wave. I'll just wave from the ship as we're pulling in.
No, you can say that. If you want to have the conversation, on the dock, you definitely can.
Okay, that's fine.
Whatever. As Orla is able to, approach you and be like, hey, I haven't seen someone like you. Oh, yeah. And she, takes the cane that she's walking with, kind of, pokes her chest and goes, you can speak Primordial, can't you?
Yeah, of course. Why do you mean you've never seen someone like me?
It's we don't get that many visitors here. It's and she, keeps tapping you in the chest with her cane, and she goes, you poke her back.
I'm just no, I tried to stop her. I'm like, oh, that kind of hurts a little bit.
Well, I haven't met many people here who have their thumbs. I approve of poking old women. She goes, that's such a rare thing. You might be hearing conversations that perhaps may not pertain to you. And she kind of winks to you and goes, that could be useful here.
I love to gossip. I'm glad that will come in handy.
And you are able to, Cowrie and Mud, you're able to see this ancient water genasi woman immediately goes I think I like you. Olive, I've never seen an air genasi before. You've brought some interesting folks to the island, have you?
Yes, Orla, still in Primordial. This is my crew. You've met her. I'm glad the two of you are able to meet. I think you'll both get along swimmingly. This is Cowrie, this is Mud, that's him, and that's Temperance.
You just see a nose poke out of the same porthole that Cowrie jumped out of.
I do the whistle for come. It's for recall for Temperance.
Temperance is able to. You hear. Several things are broken as Temperance and hops onto the deck next to you guys. And Orla just unfazed goes, oh, that's a big one, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, we picked him up in the arbor, which is where we're coming from.
I can't believe that. Here, I'm trying to get we're doing the voices, as we're fucking going along this. She goes, I can't believe that word got all the way to the arbor for you to come back so fast.
What word?
The party? You have not heard about the party?
I look at Coral.
Coral's,
What party?
Don't look at me. Or looks at you and goes,
Can I do an insight check on Coral?
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, go right ahead.
I'll do one too.
Her has been tuned in into like someone's lying. Somebody.
It's a 3.
That's a 3. What do you get her?
+4 for 7.
I don't know because okay, we're good. My computer froze for a second. Insight. Oh, that's a 19.
A 19? Coral goes like, I've done a lot of things. I was with you the entire time. I have no clue what this is. As Orla looks back and goes, oh, yes, of course. It's some kind of postponed full moon celebration being put on by Aragonite and Calcite.
Thank you so much for clearing that up, Orla. That's exactly what we're here for.
Orla very gently approaches you and goes, well, it is very nice to have you back here, Olive, and I hope you do enjoy the party. And like while talking, you just fully pulls you into a hug. She knows you very well.
I give her a gentle hug. It's nice to see you, Orla.
What is Coral? How's Coral's face looking after she name dropped those two people?
You're able to see Coral go,
I turn to Coral. I'll speak in common. I'll like whisper to him like, "Who are these people?"
You can spring primordial too, because also a water genasi.
yes. Yeah.
I just didn't want her. Yeah, okay. I'll speak primordial.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Those are besides myself and Pearl, we have 2 other siblings, Aragonite and Calcite, and apparently they're throwing a bit of a bash.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
We're certainly gonna see, aren't we?
But DM, can Coral give me more information? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Saying that, Orla then goes, well, we're about all wrapped up here for the evening then. We can speak on any kind of repairs that you wish to do to your vessel. And may I say to all of you, and she points to people who fully cannot understand her and goes, it's a fine vessel that you should be proud to sail.
Go ahead, Olive.
She said it's a fine vessel and we should be proud to sail it.
I'm glad you said it that way because I was about to scream it to them, but I realized that they're on the dock with us, so my bad.
That's very kind. Yeah.
But
It's so good every
But
time.
with that, why don't we turn in for the evening? And we can chat more in the morning once my old bones have had a chance to rest in the waves.
Of course, yes. Has the party kept you up?
You guys are able to look over, and through some kind of magical concoction, you're able to see off to the eastern side of the village, certain, like, again, those lower trees, kind of like natural forest, some of the buildings are being illuminated by like far off lights of like pink and green and blue, just kind of like popping up here and there, and you're able to hear the sounds of music and drums begin to come in. And you see that like some kind of large scale party's going on, as Orla says, no, it's not exactly keeping me up. For, I think, besides the lights, you shut the shutters, you go underwater, but I think most of the village is going to be there. And thank you for your family for hosting us, Olive. We appreciate that.
Of course, we always want to extend our hospitality to this town that has given us so much. Our priority is always to help the people of this town in any way we can. But you should get some rest, Orla.
And she looks to all of you. Again, 4 days at sea. It's constant chores, kind of sea-worn. Looks to all of you and goes, and I think it should be the same for all of you as well. And she's going to do a quick insight check.
Can I do an insight check? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, can we all do
insight check or
checks?
insight check?
Did I say something wrong there? She's just telling you to get some rest.
I don't know.
okay.
Why is she doing insight on us?
just to look over. As
can I do a deception check against her insight check?
Everybody here, just give me one quick insight, and then we're gonna end off. Okay?
Perfect.
Yeah. What did she say exactly? Sorry,
You
maybe
should get
I
some
misheard.
rest as well. And if I didn't,
Oh,
I'm also
okay.
fucking exhausted. So
17.
17.
22.
22?
10.
17.
That's a 3. What is that?
With a 22, Cowrie matching her insight check. She looks over to Olive, looks over to you, Cowrie, looks back over to Olive, looks back over to you, Cowrie, and not understanding a single word this woman has said, she immediately senses something is going on. And perhaps there's a place to break the ice that is hosting some kind of social event right now. But that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Ladies and gentlemen, we all have a good time? Yes, and yes. Now, sadly, there can be no big wrap down. We all need to go to bed. But anybody that's watching this, we deeply appreciate you. 100 subscribers, 64,000 views. It's awesome. We love doing this. We can't wait to do this more. Thank you for supporting us, and we cannot wait to see you in the next one. So, peace out, everybody.
Thank you for coming.
Have a nice evening.
Thank you for coming to the table. Happy holidays. See you in the new year.